is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Fields. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You.
Here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Lance. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Lance now on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now a play fake. Lance. That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Forced out to his left. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point. 7-7, our score after 1. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
To throw is Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Off play action, Fields.
Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this is caught at the 8.
And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And Lance now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Out of the gun, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Mostert. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gould able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
Bears 7. Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Javon Kinlaw. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
34's the mic. He's coming. Check him.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Fred Warner in on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. On play action, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Fields on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Fields. He's able to find Miller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Fields. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Santos on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
At the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
They run with Mostert off the option.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Lance.
Three yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Philip Dorsett hauls it in.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A 3rd down gain of 19.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On first down, Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And down inside the 15 he goes. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They hand it off to Mostert. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Lance looking to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Touchdown, Chicago! Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Second down at 5. From the gun, here's Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. Touchdown, Bears! Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Mostert with a carry on first down, but he is not going anywhere as he is brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Lance. Got a man. That's Ayuk. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working from the gun, Lance. Complete to Dorsett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's got it.
What a catch on the sideline. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. D Ford able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Excellent play there by D Ford, back in form. Remember, in 2020, 0 sacks for the season, but to be fair, only played in 1 game due to injury. What he wants to do is get back to the form he showed in 2018 with Kansas City, a career-high 13 sacks.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Handoff comes to Montgomery, and he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 score.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Deshaun Elliott.
And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Here's Lance to throw it. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Flush to his right. And fights through one man. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
34's the Mike. 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him. Check him.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On second and very short, Fields. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. To throw is Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. But only able to muster a gain up to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Niners, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bears,